in your life.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, and the stories that go along with it.
A podcast for everybody.
It is a podcast for everybody. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I am Matthew Fox.
And we are live at the Motor City Comic Con.
Holy shit, dude.
At the Podcast Detroit booth.
We are, we're in the middle of it all.
We're knee deep in smelly tank girls and what's that other one with the bat, Daddy's Little Monster?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fat Thor. I know, not her.
Fat Thor. There's a lot of Fat Thors walking around. Dave posted, Fat Thor is the hip new thing.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Lots of Deadpools tonight.
Lots of Deadpools.
Yeah, lots of Stormtroopers walking around.
Yeah.
As per the usual, from my understanding, because I've never been to a Comic-Con.
Uh-oh, Comic-Con version.
This is I broke my cherry.
Uh-oh.
Absolute first one.
Yes, absolutely.
I think this is my third, I think.
All right.
We're not big into the cosplay scene or comics. I was never much of a gamer as growing up, so I never really went deep into it.
Right.
But but we're here now.
Yeah, so I'm starting to understand a lot more. Starting to understand my kid just a little bit more every time I visit now.
Do you ever understand your children?
No. Well, hello.
Hey.
We have Mr. Dave Phillips.
Yes.
Yeah? Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, man, I'm here, and I was told there would be cake. Or bourbon, one of the two.
Well, the bourbon's going to happen, yeah.
That is it. It is just a taste today.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing a tasting coming up, but we got a little ranting and raging to do. What do we have on tap, though, Matt?
We are actually looking at the Noble Oak today, something that we've never tried.
Okay.
Noble Oak.
Yeah.
So, and it actually is for a good cause. Because every time you buy a bottle, they actually plant a tree.
Every time a bottle cracks, an angel gets his wings? Is that how it
pretty much is what happens, yeah.
All right.
You buy a bottle, they plant a tree.
Okay.
Which they eventually cut down to turn into an aging cask.
Make more barrels.
And the cycle continues.
Yeah. And everybody, we actually have another gentleman with us today.
Yes.
We have Brad Wessner. Hey, Brad.
Yes. Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Brad, what's your podcast?
I do The Breakfast Table, a geek culture podcast.
Okay. And today we're doing bourbon. So you're diving into the bourbon fun.
I can never say no to bourbon.
Hey.
Thanks for that.
Excellent. So Dave, IT and the D, and worst meatball sandwich ever.
Which we are apparently finally going to bring back for a season 2.
Oh my God!
Fantastic.
I love the worst meatball sandwich ever. It's just I love the concept.
It is our passion project. it is one of the, and laughably, it's always the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like IT and the D. Like we run networking events for 18 years.
Yeah.
We help more than 2,500 people find jobs. Cool. That's just there. No, worst meatball sandwich ever. We get drunk and we openly mock 1-star Yelp reviews, and suddenly we're like one of the top 50 podcasts.
It's nutty.
Yeah.
But people deserve the shaming.
They do, because I'm saying, like seriously, if you're going to say Mr. Paul's Chop House,
yeah,
and then you're leaving them a 1-star Yelp review because of their lack of vegan options, you deserve to be openly mocked because there's shrubbery in the parking lot for you.
Yeah,
that's what Mr. Paul's has to offer you.
Did I hear that there was someone that did a Yelp review and they left at 1 star because the pours at the bar were
Valentine
too heavy?
vodka.
Yes.
They left a 1-star Yelp review because the drinks were too strong.
How dare a bar pour too strong of drinks?
I don't understand.
I was so confused. I was like, those words, I've never seen those words all together in the same. Yeah. I mean, I've seen those words, just not in that order.
Right.
Like,
Usually it's followed by a smile.
Yeah. This
Smiley
drink's
face
too
hashtag.
strong.
Or Dave's get smiley face hashtag wee.
You know you're in trouble when the "we" comes out in
Right.
any of the
It's true.
posts.
Yeah.
It's true.
But so we're at the Motor City Comic Con. It's
We
the
are.
30th anniversary.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people dressed up. It's Matt and I are newer to the con scene. You guys have done several and many cons.
Oh yeah, so this is our 6th year having a booth here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we actually, and it's funny because we're coming up on so June 3rd is the 6-year anniversary of IT and the D as a show. And we thought we were cool when we were getting ready to launch it, so we got our first booth. For the record, we were not cool.
No.
But we thought we were, and it was pretty sweet. And there are so many, and not only are there so many cosplayers, there's such a wide variety of cosplayers.
Yes.
And by wide variety, I mean people that take it super seriously.
Yes.
Like the Wonder Woman that we were talking with yesterday that's part of the League of Enchantment.
Okay.
Her outfit, ensemble, costume, whatever the right term is, $2,100.
Wow.
And then I've also seen, the gentleman, I'm guessing in his mid to late 40s, possibly early 50s, walking around in the Superman costume that I know damn well and good, and he knows damn well and good he bought at Walmart before he came here. But again, if it makes him happy, cool. That's do your thing.
What I was enjoying earlier, you were making some observations that possibly there could be a set of guidelines or rules.
Oh no, would be. We are going to write
the
Ten Commandments of cosplay.
Yes,
and it's going to happen.
What are those commandments?
So we'll hit some highlights. Commandment 1: Thou shalt not stop in the middle of the goddamned aisle to let some random schmuck take your picture.
Traffic jams.
Move to the left. It's like The Hustle. Move to the left. Move to the right. Do whatever you got to do, but
get out of the way.
Just GTFO. Just get out of the way, and that's all it takes. Yeah, exactly. So that's Commandment 1.
Which is easily the biggest thing that holds up conventions.
Yeah. Oh, it's so even and so for what it's worth, you know what? Shout out to Motor City Comic Con. One of the biggest issues that this con has always had is it gets super crowded. God forbid somebody in a wheelchair was trying to get through an aisle or something like that, because they were always about 4 feet wide, and it was just always jam-packed. Well, this year, dude, you could drive a semi down these aisles, and may or may not hit people, depending on the time of day. But
or what your goal is.
Yeah, it depends on what you're out for.
Don't like that one. Boom.
Right. Yeah. Horrible cosplay. Yeah. But no. So and they did that. The aisles have got to be a good 15, 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
And it's so much. It's still got crowded as hell today, but it's Saturday.
Yeah.
And the guesstimate is always 50, 60,000 people roaming around.
But it's not over. There's still another day of this, right?
Yep. Yeah. Tomorrow. Well, and tomorrow is Kids Day. So kids under a certain age get in free.
Nice.
And so so Friday and Sunday are typically the mellow days.
Right.
Just because, Friday it starts at noon. A lot of people don't even get out of work until 5. The con ends at 7, so not a lot of people show up. Sunday, everybody's burnt out from Saturday, or more importantly, Saturday night and all the parties that happen. And so it's a little more low key. But yeah.
So what are some of the other commandments? We were doing the commandments.
So if I can tell what religion you are, based on the pants that you're wearing, thou shalt wear a cup.
Okay, there you go. That was the one I was wondering.
I was going to say that's not gender bias, is it?
No, it's not. That's
That's for everybody.
Dude, that's for every Spidey bag that I saw today.
So, and then the accessories. Keep your accessories to yourself. The 12-foot wingspan.
Dude, yeah. If you and again, God love you for putting in the effort, Hawkman, on that 12-foot wingspan that has you tickling the butt of the guy 6 urinals over when you're trying to take a leak. But even with a 20-foot walkway, those wings are a pain in everyone's ass.
Yes.
Wow.
And knock it off.
Yes. So there you go. So if you come into a con, behave. Obey the rules.
Exactly. And there will be more, and they will be published on our website, and we will catch flack for them, and I will not care.
That'll probably be your review on the IT and the D.
Exactly. That'll be our Monday night. Yeah, Monday. I'm sure we'll get the Godfather music going underneath it, and life will be good. Yeah.
There you go.
You'll get flack, but you'll stand behind it.
I will stand
100%.
behind every single one of them.
You guys do IT and the D every Monday night, 9
Yep.
o'clock?
Yeah, Monday nights, 9 to 11.
Excellent. 2 hours.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, it's more been an hour and a half lately. What we figured out, because we've been doing our show almost 6 years now, and we always tried to do we always went 4 segments. It was always our opening segment talking about news, events, that kind of stuff. take a break, dive in with a guest, take a break, dive in with a guest, take a break. Fourth segment was always, hey, let's double back on some news stories that we missed, or back in with one of the, and we just realized we were pushing it just for the sake of getting to that 2-hour mark, and that's dumb.
Yeah.
So we just stopped doing it. And like the show's been a lot tighter and everything's good.
Got it. Very cool.
All right, well, let's get to bourbon.
Oh,
let's plant.
that's right.
Let's
We're doing
plant
bourbon, aren't we?
Let's
Right.
plant
I
some tree.
get someone to talk into this guy.
Yeah. So we picked up a bottle of Noble Oak. We stopped off at a local party store yesterday on our way in. Keiko's Market at 14 and Woodward. If people are in the Metro Detroit area, they got a really nice selection. And what he told us, he's the #1 distributor of this Noble Oak in the Midwest.
Okay.
They sell more than anyone in the Midwest. Just for whatever reason, they fly off the shelves in there, and it's a really moderately priced fifth.
Yeah.
And he said it's like the flavor. Well, he said he was raving about the flavor for us. So it was $35,
$37.09
out the
Not
door.
bad.
So
Not
yeah,
bad at all.
so that's a pretty fair price for a fifth. And it's not a store pick. This is just the bottle as you get it.
Yep.
And so we're going to try this out. The trick with the Noble Oak is they take sherry casks from French wines, and they take the staves from the sherry casks and put them in the bourbon barrels as the bourbon ages. So you'll see it's got a deeper color. This is what the guy at the party store was telling us. It's got a deeper color, and it's some fruitier notes to it, supposedly.
Yeah, I'll get to the background and the tasting notes.
Yeah. So that's the trick with that. Matt's doing the pour. We're kind of doing a little contraband pour here. You're not supposed to bring in outside fun into the Comic Con. Shh. Sorry, Dawn. So, and con people. But how do you do it just a taste if you don't have bourbon to taste, right? So
what's the #1 thing that we always do when we try something new, Jamie?
we do it.
Wear protection.
That's it.
Oh, the first time. Only the first time.
We do it neat, and we have no choice but to be neat while we're here.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have any ice handy, so neat it is.
Yes, we always try a new bourbon neat.
Yes.
Because that's when you get the most flavor profile.
Should be
out of
getting
it.
the natural flavor of it without any
Yeah, and its essence, right?
Yep.
Essence, give me the essence. Sorry, I had to do that. So Noble Oak, it's actually an award-winning bourbon.
Okay.
The guys at Noble Oak, they're actually fanatic about what they do. So that's why when you buy a bottle of bourbon from Noble Oak, they will plant a tree to replace those charred oak barrels that they utilize.
It's Hakuna bourbon. It's the cycle of.
It's nice though because one of the guys from one of the representatives from the distillery was here in Detroit because that party store sells so many.
Yeah.
And so they went down into the city to MacArthur Park. That's not the right park, but
I was like, wasn't that a song?
yeah, Donna Summer or something. But they went to one of the parks in the city, Detroit proper, and planted a bunch of trees with the party store owner and a bunch of people from the community. So, so they go around into the communities that are.
Wait. So let me
selling
get this straight. Something in the suburbs.
Yes.
Went down and did something decent in the city.
Shut up.
What? Like, are people aware that happens? I feel like.
Yeah. And right now we just like to take the time to thank Fossil Watches. No.
Shinola.
No,
Shinola watches for saving Detroit.
Yes, that was Shinola.
Thank you,
So they planted Shinola trees and they saved the city.
They did. They did, according to the Golden Votes guy. Yeah.
So what these guys actually did and do with this Noble Oak, they actually put this in a charred new American white oak barrel for a minimum of at least 1 year.
That's making it bourbon.
Yeah, that makes it bourbon.
Okay.
So for that 1 year, you're going to get a little bit of vanilla out of it. But when you nose it right now, you might get a little vanilla out of it. So with a really nice deep caramel tone, you kind of got a really darker color.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that that people would do they would...
Oh, fake tans.
Fake tans, yeah. No fake tan
No
here.
fake tans.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? And then, as Jamie was talking about, they do a compression finishing where they then marry the sherry cast, the staves, inside the barrel itself.
Okay.
And then they let it sit, and then it marinates, and it does its thing until they actually bottle it and sell it.
Okay.
Right? So whatever you feel you get out of it, share your thoughts.
That's it.
We're all going to take a quick hit here.
Yeah.
Hurrah.
All right,
Hurrah,
cheers.
cheers.
Clink, clink,
Clink, clink,
clink,
yeah.
clink,
Clink, clink.
Bourbon
clink.
out of plastic. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It's kind of
Got a little bit like an after smoke to it.
Yeah. Kind of
I'm definitely noticing the after smell.
Yep.
What about the alcohol flavor itself? Are you getting much of that? I'm getting a little bit of that.
It's definitely got your typical bourbon bite.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, that's
it's
just
warm.
always there.
It's not
Definitely
harsh.
staying warm.
No.
But
It's not a harsh one, but it
Yeah.
is that typical bourbon bite that's there. But that's probably softened by the cherry cask and everything else. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's still lingering for me.
Oh, yeah.
I still have it still sitting on my palate right
Yeah.
now.
So
But it's
nice
a really
and warm.
nice, warm feeling from it.
Yeah, I feel like we should be playing "Let It Linger" by the Cranberries right now.
Do you
It's-
have to?
That's hanging
definitely
around for a bit.
bourbon.
Yeah,
Definitely bourbon.
Nice.
It is very good.
Fine. I'm good. I'm content. Hooray!
So apparently, Noble Oak goes well with spandex. At the con, we're at the con.
Oh, gotcha,
Everybody's wearing spandex around us.
dude.
In my heart, I'm wearing spandex.
I'm not, and you're welcome.
Surrounded by it, some should still not be wearing it.
I've often said that there should be a Brady bill for spandex. Like there should be a mandatory 5-day waiting period and a review board.
Huh.
And again, gender neutral. That goes both ways because again, all the Spidey bags that I saw,
Oh,
and yeah, it's
cottage cheese. If it looks like cottage cheese,
Right.
I don't want to say it.
I got nothing for that.
I got nothing for you, man.
Man.
All right, so where is this out of? Where is Noble Oak? Where are they from? Where is
They
it?
are. I'm gonna.
Let's say don't pull it up. It's okay.
Okay.
We're only right next to security, Matt.
Yeah, honestly,
no.
Matthew. God bless it, you.
They're gonna
moron.
call over on the walkie-talkies.
That's it.
So they actually distilled this in Indiana.
Okay.
Because does all bourbon come from Kentucky?
No.
That's a myth.
No.
No. You can distill bourbon anywhere you
Yes.
want. You really can. It just has to make sure you sit in that barrel for at least a second.
Yeah, because it's the corn percentage that makes it whiskey.
Right.
And then it's the aging process that makes it bourbon.
Right.
I think the only location-specific one is Scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, correct. So yeah, distilled in Indiana, and then they do bottle this in Kentucky, but it distills in Indiana.
So it's one of those sourced.
Well, and I think that might be the catch. I think like Kentucky has to be involved somewhere in the process.
No. Because the ones down that they do in Detroit at the Detroit City Distillery.
True.
Yeah.
Those are bourbons, and they never leave Eastern
Yeah,
Market.
that's true.
Until you're taking it home to drink it, which I do with regular frequency.
Don't we all?
So yeah,
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
there we go.
So,
All right.
so Jamie, you asked me the question: would you would
yeah.
you date it, marry it, or screw it?
Yeah, kill, marry, screw.
Kill, marry, screw.
Would you kill, marry, screw? Well, you already married this one because you bought this bottle. So,
I
but would
have
you?
no
would
choice
you?
now.
Would you marry it again? Would you?
Actually, I would.
Would you renew your vows?
Would you
with
renew
the-
Don't say that because that actually has to happen in a year for me. So
Oof.
It's gonna be 10. What is it gonna be? 20.
It'll be 20
10.
next year.
This will be 10.
I've often said marriages should be like a lease. let's be honest. Like it's
That's how I've been working them.
this whole till
7
death
years,
do us part
turn
thing.
it
Yeah, it's
in.
like a lease with an option to buy, and you can renew it and keep it for.
Actually,
And again, not gender specific. It goes both
This
ways.
is Colleen. This is our 10 year. Colleen in August. It's our 10. Yeah, it's our 10 year.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap, 10 years.
Yeah, what
I
happened?
go, I don't know. We're old, and we're just like, it's like,
You're
Lazy boy syndrome.
yeah, it's like,
I
there's no
really
way.
want another beer, but man, this chair's comfy.
It's like we're not. We're too Irish and too lazy to just end it. So.
Yeah, there's that.
But we're having a great time.
Have a
so
great time. Yeah.
We're having a great time.
So yeah, Noble Oak. I would actually marry this again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have this on my shelf.
I would have it on the shelf.
This is nice. There's so many bourbons to have, though.
Yeah.
I know as long as I know you got one. I have as long as I know I have one at your house.
We're good. Yeah.
We're good. If I know if I need some, I can go over to Matthew's.
Yeah, I mean, my judgment call is, you know what? Yeah, I'd pick up a bottle and keep it at the studios.
Yeah. Yeah, you finished yours already.
Yeah. And and again reasonably priced at about the $35 mark here in Michigan. Every state's different with different taxes.
Your mileage may vary.
Yeah. So what about you? When you're drinking, do you drink bourbon straight up normally? Ever?
I usually drink it straight.
Yeah.
I don't like it with ice.
Yeah.
Just personal preference.
Yep.
I do when I'm at home, just because otherwise I end up having 3. So just to make it last the whole evening, I'll do that. But what do you normally drink when you're drinking? If you're doing bourbon, what do you call up?
I'm usually a stout person.
Oh, okay.
So I usually go for very dark beers with high alcohol content. So
have you tried the Jameson stout yet?
Because Jameson whiskey has finished in stout barrels.
Stout barrels.
They have an IPA version, a stout version.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try the stout version.
Yeah, I think
I haven't had
we've
that.
had them both at the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They're at the shipping company.
We haven't been to Royal Oak in forever.
Yeah, the liquor store up the street just loves us. And so,
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I'm quite sure that like 3 weeks ago, the conversation happened between the two employees. Hey, there's these A-Team containers that look like metal, or wooden shoe boxes, or like the storage boxes from the military, and they have like a Tommy gun full of vodka and like 6 hand grenades full of vodka.
Who the hell would buy that?
And the other guy went, nobody will buy that. That stuff's stupid.
Give
the other,
me 6.
Hey, no, yeah, but what about Bob and Dave? Yeah, okay, order 6. Yeah. I'm quite sure that conversation happened. Because the minute I walked in, they pointed at, the guy just went, hey, Dave, and pointed. And I went, I effing hate you guys.
I was going to say, because you own that now.
I'm like, I bought one for Bob, too. I was like, I love you, but man, do I effing hate you guys.
Damn it. All right, there you go. Man Cave Happy Hour, mancavehappyhour.com, and then on the socials as well. Thanks for listening, and just a taste. We like to do this, and we like that you listen and join.
Oh, I thought this was just the tip. I'm on the wrong show.
That was the first show. That was the first time. Remember? Just the first time.
That's the after show.
Oh, wait, that
After
was last night when we didn't have the recorders. That's that.
Still kind of walking funny today.
That is it. But what's dangerous is now we're sitting here at this table, and we have an open bottle of bourbon and cups. So...
Oh, you said cups.
Trouble.
Challenge accepted.
So much for passing out stickers and buttons.
Right, yeah.
We're going to start doing pours of bourbon for people as they go by.
So, hey, you want to talk about a podcast? Come here.
Got something for you.
It is going to be one happy Comic-Con. All right, so Man Cave Happy Hour from Podcast Detroit, from the Motor City Comic-Con 30th anniversary. Gentlemen, cheers.
Clink.
Clink, clink.